Well, welcome to the Poland-Lithuania campaign, Darthmod, and that's with the Darthmod modification, of course, and it's video 32, I think. I've been looking at this Indian campaign. You know, we've taken, well, it's still the Poland-Lithuania campaign, but terminology, isn't it? This is my campaign to take India, basically. If you look over here at Bijapur, this is the one we've just taken with that army. You remember the 26-hour battle? Nightmare. But anyway, we've taken that now, and still have to fight another battle after it as well to get it. But anyway, I've highlighted at the moment my schooner. That schooner there, see where it can go? It can go all the way around here, and all the way up there. Well, if it can go all the way around there, it can go here and back. So I'm thinking about these chaps here. Where are they? There. These are the ones that escaped the battle, and my concern at the end of the last video was that they'd go around attacking these various places here and simply become a raiding party. I really need to get rid of them, but I can't get them from here. Some of my foot can reach, but will I get them back again? And also, if I take my foot out of there, I'm exposing the place from here. I think he's got a ragged army there, but hey ho. The horse, for some reason, won't reach. It's one of the anomalies with this modification that horse don't travel as far as the foot, and of course the artillery can't go anywhere. That's fair enough. So what I've decided to do is to, as a priority, bring over my foot from Ceylon. I realise I'm exposing Ceylon, but what I'm thinking of doing is recruiting over here. Oops, let's just speed that up a bit. I'm going to recruit again over here. This time I'm going to recruit dragoons because I think I'm going to need them in the... What? God, blimey, that's slow. That's better. I did click the button. Well, I thought I had, but it hadn't done it, had it? I'm going to get some dragoons in here. And the main reason for getting dragoons is that... how many can I get? Oh, 3, that's all. Is because I need to settle Bijapur, really. So, let's bring these here. I'm taking a risk here. I'm going to be leaving this place exposed completely in order to help with Bijapur. But this was only a springboard anyway, so it's not too much of a problem for me. Obviously I want to keep it if I can though. So let's put those on the ship. So I'm going to get 3 lots of dragoons in there next time. In fact, the other thing I might do, I might get something to block up this port next turn as well. Let's just get a brig, that's all, because they go fairly quick as well. So, and I'm going to bring those from here and take them to here. He'll probably attack me. If he does, then I'll fight the battle. It's only 3 lots of line infantry that I could lose. You know, it's not good to lose it, but I didn't think he would. These are just trade ships, aren't they? They're just pretty rubbish trade ships, actually. So, yeah, he doesn't feel powerful enough to come and attack me. Notice, by the way, he's pirating now. He wasn't before. He's pirating now because I'm actually trading through these routes. That's one of my trade routes into the Mughal Empire. So, okay, let's bring the chaps off the ship. I know I've got the other foot unit there, but I'm not going to be taking those anywhere. What I'm going to do is just use these 3 here. I feel very exposed without, without a horse, I'm afraid, but it's going to be the only way to do it, you know, because I'm going to have to wipe these out. So, not even sure what he's got in there, really. Well, it's in our favour anyway. We've got 675 against 337, but these horse are very effective, these lancers, and if they catch a flank, then I've had it really. And squares don't seem very effective in this game either. So these, they're those Hindu warriors. They're the ones that run at you, aren't they? So they're pretty good as well. 9, 14, and 5, minus 6, 13, and 7. So it's not good. We've got good morale, but I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. We should get more than that when we're actually in the fight, because, you know, we've got bayonets and, you know, we can we get the charge bonus, I think. So I'll have a look at them in the game and see what it tells me about how good they are. So it says 6, 13 and 7 on that. Let's see during the battle exactly how much they improve. But anyway, these are camel gunners. They'll shoot at me from a distance. He should really be able to defeat me with a force like that. he should be able to pin me into squares with these, and then fire at me from a longer distance with these, and at least break one of my squares, really charging it down with these, resting all his forces, and then doing the same thing again with the next square, and then attacking the next corner. That's how I'd do it if I was him. Let's just hope the Marathas are not as savvy as I would be in a situation like that, I think. Anyway, let's get into the battle, and I don't know whether it's worth bringing you into this one. Might be. Actually, yeah, it could be an interesting little battle. So, let's see what happens. Well, we're in the middle of the battle. Here are the stats that I was telling you about. We're 7, 11, 13, 7. Now, it didn't show us the charge bonus before, did it? But 7, 13, 7 rings a bell. Now, I can't remember exactly what they were now before the battle loaded, but I'll have to check that one afterwards, I suppose. But they should have gained some of those, abilities, the +3 in the charge or whatever. So, what's that? Rank firing drill we've certainly got, and we can form square, and of course we've got the socket bayonet as well. So we should be okay. I paused it because I wanted to show you the abilities there. This is what he's got lined up in front of me. I've got a fairly thick formation there, one that I shouldn't really need, but it's because of the how can I put it? It's because I think I might need square in the future. Is he coming for me? Yep, thought he might do. Okay, here we go, boys, into square. Please work. Yes, it's working. Good. Now these should be the Lancers, I hope. Yep. Oh, they're the camel ones. That's not good. Right, I hope my chaps are going to have a chance to fire this time. Oh, crikey, what kind of square formation is that? I didn't realise we were actually going to intertwine with one another like that. Right, okay. Got them on fighting as well as firing. I'm hoping these, being on firing, they're going to sort of shoot at them as they come in. I'm not sure if they have. Looks like we're going to need a... Do we need that? Not too sure. Yes, we do, because we're actually fighting them. So, okay. So, are they fighting? No, they're no longer fighting, so take them off there. We might just get a shot in against them before they go. Now, they're shattered. Unfortunately, we can't chase anyone off the field on this, which is a bit of a disaster for us. Actually, I think they now might be actually fighting as well. So, get them on fighting as well. Ah, right, okay, so everything's going now on his behalf. So, let's get it. Everybody, is it going? Yep. Okay. Get everybody firing again, so we can shoot at him as he goes. The idea is to cause enough damage so that he doesn't come back. Now, they do say if something's shattered it won't return. Whether it won't return to the campaign map or whether it won't return to the battle is a different matter. I'm just hoping, with them already being beaten once this campaign year, or part year if you like, then they won't come back at all. That usually happens. If you beat an army twice on the campaign map, then that's the end of them. So, right, well, that wasn't too bad. We're down to 192 and 217. The other one's full, so things are looking okay. And we managed, I think, to get another shot in there as well, didn't we? Before it went. So, dare we risk taking them out of square again? Oh, I wonder why that one's no longer in the group. That's strange. I don't know what I did to cause that. Let's have a quick look and see what he's doing up here. Okay, nothing at all. Right, I had got them all originally in one group, but for some reason they've decided to break up their group. Now the reason, I was about to say, I'm not sure if I finished what I was saying, the reason that I put them in these dense formations here was that I wanted them to be able to form square quickly. If you have them in a long line, they struggle to get into square quickly enough. So let's get these back again into that usual dense formation. I wouldn't normally choose to do this, of course. It's just that I've got so much firepower. He's got nothing here. He's got the I think the Hindu warriors. They're the ones that simply charge, aren't they? So we should be able to get a decent shot in against them when they come in. And of course we need to be able to form square quickly for when these lancers go in. If he's got any sense, he'll move those lancers off to one of my flanks and then charge into the side, forcing me to form square. Might even dance around me a bit, sort of making it difficult. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so what am I doing here now? Let's form them into a group again, and then we'll advance them and see what happens. Come on, what's happening? Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? Right. Don't quite know. I was obviously doing something wrong there. Right, I expect him to come for me while I'm on the move. Is he going to do so? We're in a funny position there, aren't we? This group's very odd. I don't know what's wrong with it. That's better, isn't it? I wonder if it's because we're going over terrain where the group couldn't form itself fully. That's probably what was happening, wasn't it? So, okay, I'll get ourselves in line. And I think I'll speed this up a little bit. I've only given myself 20 minutes for the battle, set the battle time to 20 minutes. I didn't want to take forever over this. Which probably means he'll be quite happy to sit back a little. They're not running, they're just walking. It's just because I speeded up the battle, that's all it is. Probably find that there's something here that prevents them from forming properly. Maybe not. Well, let's do it quickly, see what happens. Keep an eye on these. It's a bit dark, this battlefield, isn't it? So you can't really sort of, get a good shot of the lancers there. Well, like I said, very much a melee force that I'm facing. So, right, here we go again. This should hopefully clear out the Marathas from the Bijapur region. And then once that's done, I can repair those buildings. I don't want to spend too much time doing this though, it's a bit simplistic, isn't it, this battle? And I have something else in mind for this video as well, which I think might be a little more interesting, certainly more interesting for me anyway. I wonder if I can go there. That's probably one of the things that's preventing me form a proper line. Yeah, it's that, isn't it? Okay, let's go to this side of it then. Now this is where we break up our sort of regular line formation. He might be tempted to go for me. Right, now let's see if I can just inch forward now. Yes, we can. Now we've got round the tricky terrain. What we don't have, what we've lost, is the sort of massive fire that we can normally put in if we have, say, a 3-rank formation. But what we're gaining is the ability to form square quickly. And that, I think, is going to be priceless. We have to get that down to a normal speed now, because I'm pretty sure that horse is going to come flying at me any minute. Are they coming? Ooh, they're thinking about it, aren't they? Here they come. They're all coming. Good blast at them. Be very nice, thank you very much. Come on chaps, blow them away. Yes, thank you. Right, well I'm going to charge with those. Against those. Good, and then these, I'll get them to form square. And I'll get these to form square as well, just in case. Are they actually in combat there as well? I think they are, aren't they? Okay. Right, good. Well, I'm hoping my bayonets are good enough to take them on. Okay, good. Are they gone? No, they're just wavering at the moment. Now they're shattered. That's excellent. Brilliant news. Okay, let's bring these, say, into here. Or perhaps just over to there. Now they're shattered, I'm quite happy about that. Now I might need... Let's just get these now on firing again, see if we'll hit the horse. Crikey, what's he doing? He's going all the way round, isn't he? Right. Is he coming in? Yep. Okay. Right. Now, I was going to get those to form square, but I don't think I am going to do now, actually, to be honest. What I'm going to do, really, is charge them in against those horse, perhaps. They probably shot at my own men there, you know. 168 out of 225. I bet you these casualties down here are caused... Oh no, it looks like they're mainly his, don't they? But oh, anyhow. Right, okay, what's he doing now? Is he standing off? Well, if he's standing off, we're going to fire at him. Huh. They're broken. It says they're broken and routing. Oh no, don't just break. I want you to be shattered. Oh, I hope that doesn't mean they're going to come back on. Well, I can't chase them off, so that's going to have to be the end of the battle. That's a pain. If only the horse had come out of Bijapur, I could have chased them off, couldn't I? Anyway, I'm not going to waste time on this bar going across, so I'll see you back on the campaign map. Right, here you can see the results. So, I don't know, 121 killed, 57 lost. Not fantastic, is it? 44 lost, 82 killed. So, I mean, they did all right. I think we can be pleased enough with them. And they've all gained a chevron as well, so that's got to be good, isn't it? So, oh yes, now that's the big result. That's the thing we were looking for most of all. Oh, crikey, they can't move now. That's the end of their movement, by the look of it. That's a bit of a shame, actually. Where are we going to put those? I'll put them in there when they can get in there. And I'm going to have to replenish those as well, aren't I? Oh, well, at least it gives me more troops in the area, doesn't it? That's the main thing. Right, now, having done that, I want to repair these now. So I feel much happier now about spending some money on them. I wasn't happy about that before. I'm getting rid of that, aren't I? Because it's a college. That's true. Right, now, the next thing that I want to do with this ship that seems to be able to move a very, very long way, I'm going to take this ship out of here and I'm going to get rid of these. And then I'll bring you into the battle and show you what happens. But I want to get rid of those. Oh look, it shows well in my favour already, doesn't it? But now I'm going to fight this one. This will be my first sea battle. The first time I send the Poles out to sea, and I'm fighting with only one schooner against two trade ships. As I remember, these ships have only got one gun in front and two behind, so if you stay in front of them, you reduce their firing straight away. Obviously, you get to the side of them, you risk them being able to swing round then, and they do manoeuvre quite quickly, I think, so it's not worth doing that. But anyway, let's get in the middle of this battle. That'll be fun, won't it? Well, here we are in the middle of the battle, sea battle. I'm going to have to be fairly quick at this because it's a dark battle site and the sun's come. Crikey, it's 9:30 in the morning now and I'm almost bathed in sunshine here in sunny Yorkshire. Incredible. Right, okay, well I'm going to give them a blast of the old... let's get it on normal speed now, shall we? I think just, well, maybe in a bit. Give them a blast of ball first. No, they're not close enough yet. Oh, that's a pain. I thought I'd got them close enough. I was right, by the way. They are just one gun in the front and two in the rear. Pretty poor. Actually, it looks like he's got sail up. Oh, good. I didn't think he'd have sail because he's going in the wrong direction for sail. He's going against the wind, but if he's got sail up, we'll hit him with chain. Can I reach with chain yet? Oh, that's a pain. I can't quite reach yet with chain. Okay, is he still coming towards me though? Not sure actually. Looks like he might have stopped. He's very slow anyway. He's reticent, isn't he? Who can blame him? Okay. Maybe my reputation's known. He's going to struggle. In fact, it really looks as though he's got one ship stuck behind the other as well, doesn't it? So, oh well, we'll creep forward on him then. I don't mind. Let's just Oh, I was going to say let's speed this up, but we're going as fast as we can. I could do it on the even faster speed, but oh, it looks like he's got a shot in. Anyway, maybe he's got a good range on those forward guns. Come on, let's take some sail out. Okay, let's get in now and have a look, see what's happening. We've actually got a shot in yet? Yes, we have. Right, okay, we don't seem to have damaged many sails, do we yet? For some reason. Remember the usual spinning technique? You'll find that you can turn around quicker in Empire Total War with your ships than you can reload your guns. So if I point in the bottom left there, bottom right of the screen, and then I'm looking at the left guns, you see in there it says none can fire. Obviously the right side guns, they've got 9 out of 9 that can fire. You see, they're not even loaded any one of those guns. Oh, they've just got 2 of them reloaded now. Oh, what's this that have been changed with Darthmod now? So they are ready. So you've got 4 out of 9 there. 6 out of 9. 6 out of 9 ready to fire. But I've got 9 on this side. Oh, I think the problem there was we're out of range. So we couldn't... Oh, I see. That's a nuisance, isn't it? Right, okay, we've finally gone. So he's still got only 6 out of 9 on the left side, and we had 9 on the right. So we're back up to 5 now on the right. That was quick loading, or we didn't fire them all. Something strange is happening here. I'm not too sure what's going on. Anyway, the point is, it's usually better just spinning round and firing rather than reloading. It does look as though he's got both of those ships able to fire at me at the moment. I think what I might do, you know, is yeah, I think I might just come over here and just wait here so that he can't fire at me with that ship because it'll be through that one. Okay, give him a blast. Right. Okay. I might even actually, you know, just go to the side of them just to see if I can outmaneuver them. Now that's a good position for me, that, or it will be shortly, because you can't fire through there, you see. Come on, let's take out some masts. I want to take out the masts because I want the prize money, you see. Hey, I've lost a gun. That's not clever. I seem to be firing before I've got all my guns reloaded for some reason. Don't quite know why I'm doing that. Let's turn it slightly that way. Right, he's looking a bit tired now, isn't he? See how ragged those sails are. Yep. I think one more shot might well dismast him. I think I've got more guns on the left, have I? Yes, I have. I've got 9 on the left. Actually, it says I've got 9 on the right as well. And yet I'm down to 17 guns, so where's the sense in that? I don't quite understand that. I think this is inaccurate. There's a problem here. I'm going to have to watch out for that one in future. Right, still facing the right way? Yes! Oh, good. Right, has he had it yet? Oh, he's wavering. Come on, one more shot against him, and we'll have him out of it. One out of 9. Has he had it yet? Yes! Surrendered. Excellent! That's great news. In fact, now I can get a broadside on him, and he can't even fire at me. He can only fire fore and aft, you see. He can't fire broadside, port or starboard. So that's a very good position for us to be in there. Once we get up to 9 guns again. Oh no, this is 9. I bet you it fires at 8 actually. In fact, it's fired before, isn't it? Firing before it needs to, this. Oh look, he's coming round now, isn't he? So no, okay. Let's go around this side then. Yep. we go. Usually crossing the T is a good idea on ships, isn't it? But in this case it's not really, because he's got forward guns. You are better off doing a broadside if it's possible to do it. And it looks like he's offering us the opportunity for a decent broadside. We should really rip those sails to shreds. I mean, I know we're not a brilliant ship, we're only a schooner, but we should really take those sails out. Okay, almost. Now, people that watch my United Provinces campaign will know how much I enjoy these. I suppose he'll have lost men as well. What's he got on there now? Oh no, he's still got 22 out of 22. All three of his guns, obviously because we're not damaging any hulls. Should get another one in there. I might just turn it actually. What I was expecting was for him to be able to turn quite quickly and then fire both his guns from the rear. But he doesn't seem to be doing that. Right, 4, 5, 6... Oh, fired already. We're firing at 6. I suspect that means we've only got 6 guns on that side, which means that we've got more on the other side. So I'm going to turn this ship round. I suspect we'll be able to shoot with 9 from the other side, but we'll see. How's he doing there now? Come on, one more shot. More like a cobble than a sail now, isn't it? What's he got now? Come on, get turned round. I'm not sure what we're doing now. That's the right side, isn't it? Right, the right side is the one... I mean, we're just not able to turn, is that what it is? Something restricting our turning? I don't quite know what's happening there. Let's try turning this way instead. We've got ourselves into a bad position there now. I think if this carries on, I might have to board him. Come on. Something's restricting my movement. I think it's the proximity of his ships. It's causing me a problem. It says I've got 9 out of 9 loaded there, which means I've lost 2 guns on the left side, doesn't it? Come on, keep turning. Surely you can fire now. Yes. Right. Only fired 3 of them. Come on. We're obviously restricted here for some reason. Anyway, I think you can see how this is going to go, can't you? Because I mean, it's virtually the end for him. Just a couple of more shots like that, and I think that's going to be the end for him. He's going to be surrendering. Oh, he might be doing it now, actually. I was just about to say, I'll show you the final result, but it looks like he might surrender anyway now. No, perhaps not. It's going to take a little while, this, I'm afraid, so what I'll do is I'll show you the final result. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time, you know, so on this video. I won't even be able to show you the results, but you can see how he's going now. He's wavering. We're on 0 out of 9. Probably just one more shot, and that'll do it, I think. But anyway, I'll show you the results screen, I think. Well, here are the results, as promised. I needed about 3 more shots. The third shot that I got in there, I hit him with grape, because I thought, it's taking too long, this. So I took him from 22 to 16 with 1 grape shot. So it looks like I've lost 1 gun, actually. I thought I'd lost more than that. But, okay, I need to get those repaired as well. These, I'm going to take for prize money, of course. I don't want to add those to the fleet. Okay, so that's those out of the way. And take these back to port. Ooh. Can they go all the way back to Sultan? No, they can't. That would be asking far too much, wouldn't it? So let's put them in here. I wanted them out of there anyway. They started in there originally, didn't they? So why can't I repair that? Oh, that's a pain. It's because it's not... Yeah. That's a pain. Yeah, it's because the port isn't repaired yet. That's a nuisance. Right, okay. I think that's probably it really now. Just need to check. Now I can't improve any of the buildings in here now, can I? I'm getting the dragoons in there, and I'm getting the brig in here. Everything in India seems sorted. I need to go and have a look at Europe now and find out what I'm going to do over there, but other than that, things are looking pretty good for us in Europe now. We've got Bijapur, we've cleared all these raiders, which is what they would have become, and we've cleared our sea route as well. And this sea route here, Poland-Lithuania, is worth 2,720 to us. I mean, that is a lot, it really is. So each ship is about 10%. It would steal about 10% of the trade. So 10%, 2,700 is 270. Double that because there were two of them. That would be 540 per turn I would be losing to those ships. The risk now, of course, is that somebody can put an army on a fleet like this one here, land in Ceylon, and then attack here, which means I'll be doing the whole thing in reverse, going into Ceylon to take it back. I'm prepared to take that risk though, I really am. I'm not sure what quality ships the Mughals have got in here. I'm not even sure how angry they're going to be with me. But they're just dowser, they're just rubbishy trade ships. So, anyway, if I get a brig in there and then build up some decent ships, we're just going to murder ships like those. So he's not going to last very long anyway, whatever happens. So if he does decide to go for me, I mean. Anyway, let's get this video done.